Take it away, Chief.
Hello everyone, welcome to our new channel Around the Bend. I'm Kylie.
I'm Noah. We are two college kids living in Bozeman, Montana. We recently ventured out on a 2-week road trip. We hit 8 states, 7 national parks. We are going to be giving you guys an in-depth guide to each national park that we visited. Today we are starting off with one of our favorites, Zion National Park.
Let's get into it. Zion is located in southern Utah and is right outside the city of Springdale. It was established in 1919 and is known for its amazing slot canyons and hikes. It attracts 4.3 million visitors a year.
So the Zion entry fee, as well as the rest of all the national parks in the U.S., are $35 per vehicle. Doesn't matter how many people you have inside that vehicle. If you are going to visit multiple national parks a year, we highly recommend getting the annual pass. It's only $80, so as long as you visit just over 2 national parks, you're getting your money's worth, so it's worth the investment. So Zion is home to a lot of famous hikes, but arguably the most famous one is Angel's Landing. It is a 4.4 mile round trip. It's quite difficult. You've probably read a lot of articles mentioning how steep it can get, especially at the very top. There's actually an interesting fact. Right before we did Angel's Landing, Kylie looked it up on Google and it said that the death toll since 2004 was 10 people. But as soon as we got to the section where they have a sign posted marking the death toll, you can clearly see that they crossed out 10 and added a 3, so it was now 13. Since she last checked, and by the time that we had gone, 3 more people had died. So if you do the hike, please be cautious. Some people over-exaggerate how dangerous it can get, but clearly it is quite dangerous if 13 people have died on it.
The first part of Angel's Landing is a paved path. It starts out pretty steady, however, shortly after it does turn into pretty hard switchbacks, which can become difficult, but there is plenty of room if you do get tired to take a break. After this paved path is the halfway point, where there are bathrooms located, and it does have amazing views for those who are not keen of heights. After the halfway point, the trail turns into what is the notorious part of Angel's Landing.
It's a very steep and narrow pathway along the ridge of the Red Cliffs of Zion. Some sections are only wide enough for one person, and they do have metal chains that you can hold on to as you walk across for extra safety, because as we mentioned before, there are deaths on this hike. Hold on to those tight. We do recommend being courteous of others as you complete this hike, whether you're going down or up. You want to make sure that people have enough space to get by you, so you might have to wait at a certain section for a few minutes to let a crowd go by you. At the start of the Angel's Landing hike, you're going to notice a trail that kind of veers off to the right. If you do take it, it'll bring you to a really nice riverbed. It's a river that flows through the entire canyon of Zion. If you go down all the way to the water's edge, you'll get a great vantage point of the mountain that you actually climb when you do complete Zion or Angel's Landing. Highly recommend it. We're going to put in some photos from that spot right now to give you guys a quick look.
For those who aren't fond of Angel's Landing heights and still want a great view of Zion, the Zion Canyon Overlook Trail is an awesome choice. It is 1 mile round trip and is rated as moderate on all trails.
We highly recommend doing this one during sunset. That's when we did it, and that's also when we got these sick photos. It was decently crowded at sunset, but I mean, it's Zion, everywhere's gonna be crowded. It's also one of the easier hikes there. It's where a lot of people go to. There was adequate parking around the area. We did have to go a little ways up the street and just pull off on the side.
There are various other hikes in Zion, such as the Narrows, that we weren't able to get to, but we will leave a link in the description for all the hikes in Zion you can go to.
So now we're going to mention a few campsites that are available in Zion National Park so you guys can stay at when you do visit. The first one is Watchman Campground. Reservations are available 6 months prior, between March and Thanksgiving weekend. After that, it's first come, first served basis between November through the end of February. It's a really nice campsite. The Virgin River, which runs through the entire canyon, runs just adjacent to the campsite. They have toilets, drinking water. They have tent only and RV only campsites, so you'll have to book accordingly depending on how you're traveling there. And now Kylie's going to tell you guys about the campground that we stayed at.
For those of you who are like me and don't plan 6 months in advance, they also have South Campground, which you can book 14 days before arrival. It is open from early March through the end of October. There's toilets, drinking water, picnic tables, fire pits, and dub station. Before our trip, I did try to reserve a campsite. However, all the sites are booked within basically 30 seconds of it opening. So if this does happen to you, don't get scared. There are cancellations, and just check up on this website regularly, and we will leave a link to this website in the description.
Luckily, Kylie killed it. She was updating the site every single morning. Was it 7 a.m. you were waking up every day?
Yeah.
7 a.m. every morning. She was on the grind trying to get us a campsite, and her hard work paid off, and it got us a sick campsite. We'll actually put a photo of our campsite right now.
So besides the amazing cliffs all around you, Springdale is a really cute town to visit. They have quite a few shops. One of our favorites was the Feel Love Coffee Shop. Now I got some amazing avocado toast and I got a Belgian waffle. It's a great spot for your well-deserved breakfast, especially after hiking Angel's Landing.
Yeah. Another store that we went to and actually really enjoyed, it's called the Hoodoo's General Store. They got some bomb ice cream there, so we highly recommend stopping there. Also after Angel's Landing, because that'll be well deserved. They have really good touristy items. I bought a bucket hat there that Kylie makes fun of me for wearing.
Well, that wraps it up for this video. We hope you enjoyed watching.
We hope you guys got some good information from us, and we hope that our information helps you guys enjoy your future trip to Zion National Park. Be sure to tune in next time where we're going to be covering an in-depth guide to one of our other favorites, Death Valley National Park.